This 35-year-old has started smoking, which is a little bit worrying because it's not quite what you expect from an electrical product. I personally expect it to make music, but when it starts producing odours, then something is very wrong. And it's heartbreaking for me because, if anything, this is the turntable that I've always relied on. When I was 14 years old, back in '86, my first turntable was the 505 Mark II, my introduction to the world of hi-fi. And back in 1990, I had an all JVC system, which included a matching JVC turntable. And the sound of that was not too impressive, you know, it was a bit harsh and disjointed. And I found myself going back to the Dual again with its smooth and homogeneous sound, so I've always relied on it. And to this very day, I just love it. It's the turntable for me. But as we all know, you shouldn't pee about with electricity. Instead, we should leave that to the experts.
Now we'll have high voltage.
So, with very heavy hearts, I'm having to retire this vintage beast and whip out the credit card and replace it with something else. And I replaced it with, fanfare please, forgive the camera technique, the Pro-Ject Debut Carbon Evo. And as you can see from the box, looks like it's been handled by Freddy Krueger. But that's not a bad thing because it's the dealer gave me a good discount for it. In fact, there's something to bear in mind when buying equipment. If you're willing to take the chance with a damaged box or an open box, you know, something that's been previously fingered, you can get some good money off, and that's what I happened to get with this. And well, here's hoping it will keep me going for many more years to come. So let's unbox. And here it is, all assembled and, well, surprisingly quick and easy. So let's have a closer look at some of the things that are included. First, we see here is this is the Pro-Ject Connect-It interconnect, which is comes with a what do you call it? It will come to my mind in a moment. a ground cable, which is essential for a turntable. Now, as with many interconnects, these ones are directional. You see these yellow tags? This end has got to be fed into the amplifier or the phono stage, and the other end into the turntable. I believe it's because it's shielded at this end but not at that end, so it's a semi-balanced cable, they call it. We have a Woolworths power supply, 15 volts, 800 milliamps I believe, and it comes with other types of adapter, Euro and American, but the good old British one has been fixed there. The hexagonal or Allen key, which is for installation or what have you of the cartridge. Rather basic looking 45 adapter, but does the job. And this one comes with two belts, one for 33 and 45, and this one is if you want 78. It can do 78 as well. Standard issue woolen mat or whatever it's made from, and a platter. It's a good heavy steel platter. Now, metal platters, they suffer sadly from resonance, so they've thought of that, and on the inside you can see there's like a ring of TPE thermoplastic elastomer, they call it, which helps to dampen resonances. Here is the sub-platter with the 33 and 45 flat belts attached to the smaller pulley at the top. And if you want to have 78, then you simply remove that and replace it with this round profile belt, and you would attach that to the larger lower pulley, and that will give you that will help you play your shellacs if you're that way inclined. But otherwise, if you're just a 33 and 45 user, then there is absolutely no reason for you to be lifting this platter, because it comes with a speed control switch. That's something that Rega doesn't do, so it's one in the eye for Rega. They make fantastic, I mean, let's be honest, Rega, they make fantastic turntables with their Planar 1, 2 and 3. But as great as they are hamstrung by the fact that whenever you want to change speed, you have to lift the flipping platter. Now, call me old-fashioned if you will, but I think a platter should move in one direction only, and that is around, not up and down constantly, every time you wish to switch between 45 and 33. And let me just pop this lid down. Have a look here on the underneath. There's 3 aluminium feet, and they have been dampened with the aforementioned thermoplastic elastomer. And there's our 3-position switch, not 2-position for on and off, but 3 for 33 and a third and 45. So, as I said, the killer feature, a speed switch, you know, which is what turntables need. I mean, come on. You know, it's like giving us amplifiers without bass and treble controls. You know, all for the pursuit of high quality sound, but it just makes things difficult to use. So yes, we need our speed switch. Rega, pay attention. You know, start including speed control on your turntables, which doesn't require the purchase of an expensive external power supply, by the way. Right, the other killer feature is the Tonearm. It's a one-piece... Oh, hold on, there's the doorbell. Yep. Hello. Ah, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do apologise for that. Had another delivery at the door. And the Tonearm, this is the other killer feature. It's a one-piece carbon fibre reinforced Tonearm, so it's very light and very stiff. And normally if you want a carbon fibre Tonearm, you have to spend, well, a good 4-figure sum on a turntable, but Pro-Ject have managed to succeed in providing one on you know, something a lot more affordable. And the cartridge is a Ortofon 2M Red. Here's something, I've just lifted the arm up as you can see, but you still need to lift it clear of the holder there. That's the only thing that might catch me out. Having to lift it to return it. That's minor detail. Yes, the Ortofon 2M Red, which I think is a good match for this turntable, because Pro-Ject turntables are renowned for having that traditional warm vinyl sound, that characteristic sound that people expect of vinyl. And the Ortofon 2M Red apparently has a rather lean bass, which kind of tempers that a bit and creates more balance and allows the treble to be more perceptible, I guess you could say. So, and on its own, the 2M Red is worth £95 on its own, so that's another great thing. Here in Britain, it's supplied readily with the 2M Red. If you buy this in America, apparently you get the Sumiko Rainier cartridge. I've no idea what that's like, but that's what the American audience are given. Hang on. Let the cat out. Got a nice big box there for him, and no, he's not interested. I don't want no Freddy Krueger boxes, thank you. And let's show you the back. It's nice and heavy, this turntable as well. It's made of MDF. And you probably noticed swinging away there. For the anti-skating, that's the bias weights. 2 gold terminals, obviously, for your outputs. You can use these supplied interconnects, or you can use your own if you fancy something a bit more exotic. And the ground terminal is there in the middle. And hidden there at the bottom, I'm going to have to lift it up a bit, is the 15 volt DC inputs for the aforementioned wall warts. So there we go. I think maybe it's time we did some listening.
Sometimes I sit inside myself, I see me looking out upon the world. I see my hands are doing things, my feet are moving me along the way. I see time and space stare back at me, I see patterns on the road that I have left, moving round from here to there, and other people crossing paths. Some go quickly, some go slowly, a few go with no purpose, as if they had no minds. Loo-lay-lie-lay, loo-lay-lie, loo-lay-lie-lay, loo-lay-lie-lay-loo. Loo-lay-lie-lay, loo-lay-lie, loo-lay-lie-lay, loo-lay-lie-lay-loo.
above the psalms and sermons. The blackbird's song is heard above the wild swan's cry. O'er dark and still cold water, won't they heed the passing of today? Won't they heed the passing of today?
Won't they heed the passing of our day?
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 A dream is caught in everybody's eyes.
I walked across an empty land. Again, I came across a fallen tree. I felt the breath, oh simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old.
This is an absolutely fantastic turntable, no doubt about it. The price may be a little steep, but I do believe it is actually worth it because its performance is immense. Last night, me and my partner, she bought me a copy of Pet Sounds for Christmas, and I decided to put it on for the first time, and I was amazed at how low the noise floor is when played on this turntable. It was incredible. Okay, it was a brand new press and never been played before, but I was very impressed. Compared to my old dual turntable, this one is a real performer. And, well, for a mid-range turntable, you would expect that. And it really does deliver, so I'll give it 5 stars all the way. Highly recommended. The Pro-Ject Debut Carbon Evo.